Hello, welcome to the Matrix Fitness live workout today. Weather's not so great outside, a bit chilly, so maybe today is going to be your workout indoors. Joining me, Gleed. I've been working with Matrix for a few years now, and what we're going to be doing today is a 30-minute workout. We're going to basically make a start in around about 15 seconds or so, just to kind of get a chance for a few people to kind of join us online. The workout today has got 3 sections to it. Once we've done the warm-up, we will do our main section. During that main section, we will have 3 stages. And during those 3 stages, what you're going to find is there are 2 rounds of each exercise. The idea behind that is the first round of exercises, you can start to learn what it is you need to do if you're not sure. The second time, you can either go for the progressions or go for maybe a slightly easier option if that's what your body needs today. So the workout, once we've kind of gone through these 3 sections, the first one will be a standing up area, so please get some space around you. Second section of this will be on the floor doing some mat-based work, so if you've got a mat or a towel, or even if you're just down the rug or the carpet indoors, that's fine. And then the third section will be back on the fleet, and we'll try and get your heart rates to be a little bit higher as we push yourself a little bit more as well. So if any of you have got any injuries, then please modify the exercises when you need to. I will try and give some adaptations as we go throughout. But to begin with, what we're going to do is start marching on the spot and get you ready and warmed up, ready for the workout. So just bring your knees up towards you and just start to lift your arms up a little bit higher. The goal to begin with is just to get your heart rate up and just to get a bit of mobility into your hips, your knees, your ankles, and also for your elbows and shoulders as well. So as we start to mobilize a little bit more, your heart rate will start to climb up a little bit more. And if you'd like to come up onto your tiptoes with this march a little bit further, then again, your heart rate will start to come up. Now, the speed that you work will always dictate your heart rate, but we're also going to try and slow down or speed up the movement when we go into different exercises to help increase either power or time under tension as well. Just start to reach your arms from one side to the other. So we're just going into almost like a diagonal. If you were to think about a square, reaching from the bottom to the top in diagonal movements as well. The whole goal here is just to try and mobilize through the shoulders a little bit further. We will be doing some exercises down on the floor, so this is a really good way of engaging some of the shoulder, the chest, and the back muscles as well. Good. And just take your arms across your body a little bit more now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take you into a half squat. So I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see you're going to lower your hips towards your heels, but just halfway as well. So the whole goal behind here is just to get engaged through the muscles. In particular here, we're looking to engage through the quads, the glutes, and some of the hamstring muscles as well. And the idea behind this, preparing your body for a lot of workout that's going to come up as well. So we did have somebody who was, he actually might be joining us again today, who on lunchtime last week, he burned 500 calories doing this workout as well, which is great. Just giving me a little bit of a jumping jack. But we did have reports from 350 to 500, which is great. Obviously, there will be people who are slightly lower than that, and that's absolutely fine as well, because we do want people to work to their own intensities. If you do have any injuries, then please make sure you modify the exercises that we go through. The height of your arms is going to dictate your heart rate in this part. So bring your arms up a little bit higher. It's going to push your heart rate up a little bit more as well. Okay, we're going to take a reverse back lunge. So take a big step back, drop your back knee down towards the floor, and you're going to alternate from one side to the other. And you can see I'm using my arms just to help keep a little bit of balance, but also just always somewhere to maintain an equal amount of body weight being distributed as well. So if you think about your weight in both legs at the same time, and then dropping the back knee down towards the floor, that will just help keep your positioning good. Okay, now what we're going to do is a little bit of skipping. So just imagine you've got a skipping rope, and I just want you on the spot. You can move side to side if you want to. You can move forwards and backwards. Okay, but all we're looking for you to do is to come onto the tiptoes. Now we do have some exercises that are going to involve a little bit of jumping. Now they are optional. I will be able to give you some different options as we go through these, but the whole idea behind this warm-up is just to get you off your feet a little bit quicker as well. Okay, now we're going to go into our punch combination. So it's going to be left, rotate, right, left, right. Okay, so jab, cross, jab, and then jump and face opposite direction. Every single time we're throwing those punches out in front of you, I want you just to start activating those muscles a little bit more through the upper body. And also it just starts to get your obliques and some of your core muscles working a little bit more as you start to try and make movements a little bit more dynamic as well. Okay, let's take yourself into those jumping jacks again, just for 30 seconds. Heart rate should be coming up now. So again, if you are looking for a big calorie burn today, then increase your intensity with speed as well. We were just on a call earlier on Facebook, and we were just talking about getting people to focus on form when they're going slow under time and attention. But at the same time, if you aren't chasing heart rate goals, then working with a bit of speed can help you a lot as well. So just give me a little squat and a push off here. Good. Good. A little squat and push off. Brilliant. And all we're looking for here, just to get you off the floor, but get the blood into those muscles. We will give you a little bit of recovery as I explain the first exercise. This is the last stage of the warm-up. So try and make sure that your heart rates are high on this one. And then we're going to start to take you into our main section as well. Okay, just shake your legs out, loosen up a little bit. Now the first exercise we're going to do is you're going to take a step back and you're going to jump upwards and then take a step straight back down again. You do have an option of going into a lunge and just stepping up if you need to. Okay, so you've got two options. We're going to start in around about 10 seconds time. Once you've done this exercise, we will go through different exercises and we'll repeat them so you can always progress on the exercises if you need to as well. Okay, let's get going. 45 seconds of work, there will be recovery in between. So just take a step back, push off, and drive your knee up as high as you feel comfortable. The higher you drive your knee, the more power, the more calories, the more muscle activation. You have all those benefits, but it also takes a lot more work. So if that is not what your goal is today, and you're just wanting to get moving, then just please take yourself into a nice steady lunge, or even just a step back as well. 15 seconds to go. Can you push that speed a little bit quicker? The quicker you go on this one, the better it's going to be. Think about those arms driving, just to help maintain a little bit of balance, and also create a little bit of momentum so the whole body works. Okay, shake it out. Now, what we're going to be doing is your next exercise is going to be hands next to the side of your head. We're going to go from a squat to a side bend, okay? So the workout is going to be challenging you depending on the side which is stronger or weaker as well. Okay, let's go. So squat, side bend, squat, side bend. What you're going to do here is you're going to be opening up through this one side, but also creating some flexion through the other, where you start to work the muscles through the whole body as well. So deeper squat will make it a little bit more challenging. And at the same time, if you want to reduce that range of movement to make it a little bit more comfortable for you, we do have 2 rounds of these, remember, as well. Okay. Just 10 seconds left to go. Deep squat, side bend. Hands are to the side of the head, and it also gives you a target of where to bring your knee and your elbow closer together. Okay, shake it out. We're going to head down to the floor into a press-up position. From this position, you're going to be jumping your legs wide and narrow. It's called a plank jack. Hands directly underneath your shoulders. Look at an imaginary line between your fingertips, and your feet jump out and in. This exercise is really good for engaging through the upper body and maintaining a strong plank position as well. Keep looking down towards the floor if you can. Bring your shoulder blades back towards your back pockets. Keep them engaged and strong. The wider you go, the quicker you go. They're your options of intensity. Just over 10 seconds. Keep breathing throughout this. Okay, relax. Okay, so that's one circuit. Now what we're going to do, same exercises, but on the reverse side, okay? So we're going to again take that lunge back and hop back up. Then it's going to be the squat and side bends, and then those plank jacks again. Okay, here we go. Lunge back, drive up onto the knee. Back stays nice and straight. Keep looking either at your screen or at a point just in front of you. That'll just help keep your balance as well. The depth of the lunge is important to us as well. Push off the floor. Get up off the toes if you can. Get a little bit of hang time up there. Drive your knee up and through. Good, last 10 seconds. And relax there. Okay, next one is going to be our squat and side bend. Okay, so just using the same leg as you just did on those lunge backs. Okay, so it's going to be a squat, side bend, starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So deep squat, side bend to the side. Getting that stretch on one side, the flexion in the other side, but each time trying to maintain a nice neutral spine as you come back up from the squat, and then flex to the side. Good work. Good. With just over 15 seconds to go, the depth of your squat is what's going to challenge your muscles a little bit more. After this one, we're going to be going down to the floor with a little bit of recovery in between. Let's get the last couple in. Keep the elbows back. Don't let them start to sneak down towards your knee. It's got to be a reaching bend movement. Okay, down to the floor for our plank jacks. Hands underneath the shoulders. Look at an imaginary line between your fingertips. Try and keep your glutes and your quads squeezing to help maintain your back position. Let's go for this. So 45 seconds of work. Then we take a little bit of recovery as we move into 3 different exercises. So try and work as much as you can here, so you earn and deserve your recovery coming around the corner. The quicker you move, the wider your legs move. They're going to be the options to challenge or to also regress if you need to. It's up to you. So you can just take one leg out to the sides, or you can take a larger jump if you need to. Good work. Hang in there with 10 seconds left to go. Recovery is around the corner. It's coming quickly. You just got to keep working hard here. And relax there. Okay, 45 seconds recovery. Then we're going to go in for a side plank. So this is the option where you can grab a mat and lay it down on the floor, a towel, or something, maybe it's a jumper or something to make it a little bit more comfortable if you're going to be on the floor as well with your elbow. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do, as I say, is a side plank, but we're going to add a rotation into it as well. So what I want you to do is I want you to drop your elbow underneath your shoulder, your feet stacked upon each other, and when you're going to come up into this really strong side plank, you're going to have your hand on the back of your head. From here, you're going to rotate and then bring yourself back up to the center, okay? So it's going to be 45 seconds, and then we'll take you into a frontal of the torso exercise as well. Let's bring you up. Rotate, bring yourself back. Now maintaining this strong plank is important, so try not to let it rotate to the point where you can't recover back up to that neutral spine again. As to how many you need to do, it's completely up to you. If at any time you need to take a little breather, please stop, reset, especially making sure that your spine is nice and neutral in between. With just 10 seconds left to go though, see if you can hang on. And relax there. Okay, so we're going to lie on your back. We're going to do an exercise called a heel drop. From here, you have your knees directly above your hips, and you're going to lower one heel towards the floor and then come back up again, okay? Make sure your head is rested against the floor and it's alternating legs. So one leg extends away, then the opposite leg. Now, how far you go is going to increase or decrease the intensity as well. So the further your leg travels, the harder it's going to be. But at the same time, when you're doing this one, you can also do 2 legs at the same time as well. So using 2 legs is going to make it harder than using the single leg as well. So you've got options to progress the exercises, or just check them down and make sure your form is good as well. Making sure your spine is flat against the floor. So really think about pushing your lower back down into the floor as you do these exercises, but at the same time, try to challenge the front of the core by stretching through the arms and the legs, keeping them nice and straight. Okay, relax there. Side plank onto the opposite side. So you've done one side, let's do the other. Feet stacked upon each other. Hand goes to the back of the head, and from here, find that perfect plank position, and then we rotate under. Let's give this a go. Good, excellent. So a nice, solid, strong plank position, and then rotate your elbow towards the floor, bring yourself back to that firm plank before you then go into your next repetition. So always checking on the form, just in between every single one. Just check your body, make sure it's nice and straight, and then rotate round again. Keep your hips pressed upwards. Good. Excellent work. If you're hanging in there and doing all of these, it's a great workout. 10 seconds to go. And relax there. Okay, back down to lying on your back. This time we're going to go for a reverse crunch. Now, the idea of a reverse crunch is instead of bringing your upper body towards your legs reach upwards. So hands down by your sides. This is what it looks like. You're going to push your hips up off the floor and reach your toes up towards the ceiling as well. So this exercise is a great one for working the lower abdominals. You also do work the hip flexors and a lot of the lower posterior chain, because you're working through the hamstrings as you push upwards as well. Just holding the legs up in this position does challenge the legs as well. If you want the progression, take it down towards the floor a little bit more. Heels drop down, so we're almost adding into that heel drop that we did on that first exercise on our backs. Last one. And relax there. Okay, side plank on the rotations again. So back to the first side. We do all those exercises again. So there's 4 exercises in this round. Each one gets done the second time. So into that really strong side plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders, hands to the side of the head. Let's go up and then rotate around and through. Good. Make sure you always just check your body, making sure your technique is strong, a really strong side plank in between. Think about rotating the shoulder and the hip together, and then bring yourself back up to the center. And relax there. Okay, let's go down onto your back. And it's going to be our heel drops again. So again on this one, knees directly above the hips, either a single leg or both heels dropping down towards the floor. Let's give it a go. One leg, alternate to the other, or the option of both legs going down is up to you. Arms lay down on the side of the floor. Pick the intensity you want to go through. So using your leg as a longer lever will challenge the muscles a little bit more. But at the same time, if that's too much of a challenge, just shorten your levers by bending at your knee a little bit more. And that will just make it a little bit more achievable for some of you. The whole goal is to challenge yourself, but maintaining good form. So if you're doing the exercise, holding your breath, and at the same time struggling to get 3 or 4 in a row, probably better to go for a slightly easier option, but go for a longer period of time as well. Last 5 seconds, let's get another one on each side. And relax there. Okay, side plank over to the opposite side. We know these exercises now, so we're getting good at them. Elbow underneath the shoulder, feet stacked upon each other, up into a strong side plank, and then we add the rotation in. Hand starts at the back of the head, up we go, and rotate under. Good. Each time come back to that perfect plank. I'll keep reminding you, but it's really important. Squeeze the glutes together, the quads together, so you find that perfect plank just before you then go into your next rotation. Shoulder and hip both have motion as they move forwards, and then come back to that central position. Ten seconds left to go. And relax there. Okay, last exercise on for the core, reverse crunches again. So again, you know the options now. The longer the lever, the harder the exercise is going to be. Reach the toes up towards the ceiling, so you can get a really good range of movement as well. Arms down by the sides. Let's push up. And your option is to lower your heels down towards the floor. Head is rested against the floor. Spine pushed back down into the floor as well. While you're trying to think about making an imprint of your spine against your mat or your carpet, what you'll find is that your spine is stable and supported as well. Last 10 seconds, try and get a little bit more height as you reach your feet up towards the ceiling. Last 5 seconds, recovery comes around the corner and relax there. Okay, let's move the mat out of the way. Third round of exercises now. In this third round of exercise, it's time to come back to your heart rate and try and push your fitness a little bit more now. Shake your legs out a little bit. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is our little pop-up sumo squat. So feet turned outwards slightly. I want you to lower your hips down towards your heels into a deep squat position, and you're just going to pop up and back down again, okay? So we'll do 45 seconds. Remember, we do each of these exercises twice in a circuit format. So from these pop-up squats, as we move on to your second and your third exercise, we will come back down to them, which is where you can either take progressions. Your progression would be this, bringing your heels together and then coming back straight into that pop-up squat. So you've got the options to pick your intensity as you do them. 15 seconds to go. Try and keep moving as quick as you can. The quicker you move, then the more your heart rate's going to go up in this section. And that is the focus here. Deep range of movement, quickly off the floor. Last 5 seconds to go. And relax. Okay, shake the legs out. Next exercise is a breakdown. Now, for this one, we're going to be running on the spot in athletic stance. When I say touch, you touch the floor and you come back up into that running stance as well. Think about being an American footballer in a blocking at this point, okay? Let's go. So running on the spot, nice quick feet, and touch, and back up again. Touch, and back up again. So the quicker your feet move, the better. Try and keep your upper body stable, but your legs working hard. Touch. Good. Touch. Good. Now keep this going. Try and get down nice and quick whenever I say the word. Touch. And back up again. 15 seconds to go. Keep those fast feet moving as quick as they can. It's all about speed here. Go. Good, excellent. Last 7 seconds to go. Touch. Last 3 seconds. 2, 1. Relax. Shake the legs out. Okay. The last of the 3 exercises is going to be a burpees. So we've got a few options. Here's the easy option. Step out. Step in. Stand up. Join me for phase 2, where we jump. Or phase 3, reach your arms high up overhead to push your fitness a little bit more. This is great work, guys. 30 seconds of work to do on these burpees. You are in the homeward straight once we finish this exercise. "15 seconds to go." Keep that speed. Out, in, and up. Then we get 2 more in if we can. Join me for the last one. And relax there. Good work. Okay. So the 3 exercises, one last time. We've got the pop-up sumo squats. Then we have your breakdowns and then the burpees. You give me those 3 exercises, I'll give you a fitter version of you. Let's go. Pop-up squats. Good. Push up off the floor if you can. If the heels can touch each other and not touch the floor in between, then that's your advanced option. Slightly easy option is bringing those feet towards each other, underneath the body. And if you want an easier option again, just take yourself to a basic squat, but into a nice deep position with your feet turned out slightly, so you're still working on the inner thighs in that sumo position. You're going to know why it's called sumo, because it's down in that low position, like you'll see the wrestlers doing. Last 5 seconds. And relax there. Okay, 15 seconds recovery. Breakdowns coming up. Whenever I say touch, you touch the floor with both hands and then back into that quick step position again. Starting in 5, 2, 1, let's go. Touch. Nice quick feet. Keep it coming, touch. The quicker the movement, the better on this one. Get those feet nice and fast off the floor. Touch. See if you can get your hips down low when you do that touch as well. Did say it, didn't I? Touch, touch, touch. Oh, that's burning the legs a little bit more. Keep it going, keep the speed coming. Keep moving as quick as you can. 15 seconds, go. Touch, touch. Come on. A little bit quicker. Touch. And touch. And relax, okay. One last exercise. We've got our burpees, and then we go straight into our cool down. A little bit of recovery right now, then just 45 seconds of work between you and the finish line of the hard work. Then we just allow you to recover. Let's go, 45 seconds. Out, in, and jump up. You know the options now. We've talked through these. You pick the intensity you can move to, but try and maintain the form. Hands on the floor, jump back into a plank, jump back into a deep squat, and reach up above your head with a jump. That's the goal. 20 seconds of work. Finish line is in sight. Got to keep working towards it though. Just over 10 seconds. Don't stop yet. Keep working hard. Push up off hard. Get off the floor, Come on. One more. And relax. Oh, well, allow your breath to come back to you now. Good work, everybody. If you carried on the whole time as well, great job. From here, just open up the arms. Get a little bit of a stretch. Go diagonal from one side to the other. Very nice, good. Great work. Taking your arms across your body, open them up nice and high. Around about shoulder height, you open up the arms here. Let's go one high, one low, and the opposite side. Good. Okay, let's take you into an adductor stretch. So take your legs out nice and wide, turn one foot over towards the side, and transfer your weight over. Now, if you want to take the legs a little bit wider, that's absolutely fine. I want you to rest down, elbow on top of the knee, just up onto the thigh, and find a stretch where you feel comfortable. For a little bit more of a stretch, reach your arm up high, especially after doing those side bends. It's always good to lengthen out the muscles that we've just been working as well. Good. Let's swap it over to the opposite side. So turn the feet over onto the opposite side, and bring your arm up nice and high as well. Reach through the fingertips, and keep stretching tall. Good work. Keep extending for the arm. Okay, we're going to take it down to the floor. We're going to go into some up dogs and down dogs. So shoulders directly over your hands. Come up into almost a press-up position. Drop your hips towards the floor. Lift your chin and chest up tall. And then from here, what we're going to do is push back into downward facing dog. So push into your hands. Walk your feet in a little bit closer if you need to. And just walk your heels slowly up and down, just so you get a little bit more of a stretch from the calves. And now just hold that stretch into the hamstrings. Bring your chest towards your knees. Look towards your toes. Keep breathing nice and slowly. Now from here, the right foot comes up towards your right hand. And what I want you to do is I want you to reach your arm up into the air, push your back heel away, so you get a nice long runner stretch. This is one of my favorite stretches to do. It's great for runners, it's great for anybody who plays a lot of team sports as well. Reach your fingertips nice and high, push your back heel away so you stretch through the hip as well. Now let's bring it down and swap it over to the opposite side. A little downward facing dog in the middle, over to the opposite side. Same thing again, reach the arm up, push the back heel away. Trying to reach through the fingertips each time. If you can get your eyes to look up towards your hands, that's great. And then bring the hand back inside the foot and bring yourself slowly up. And we're just going to take you into a standing quad stretch. So take one foot into the palm of your hands. If it helps you, you can almost hold on to something to find your balance or to look at something which is going to be stable. Think about pushing your foot into the palm of your hand just to develop that stretch a little bit further. Also comes into the hip flexor. If you draw your knee back just slightly past the other knee's line. Good. Let's swap over onto the opposite side. Same thing again. Push the foot into the palm of your hand. You'll notice that your breathing has come back to you. Your heart rate's starting to fall back down slowly or quickly, depends on your fitness level. And relax there. My name's Matt Gleed. This has been a Matrix Fitness training workout. If you have any questions, let us know. If you'd like to join us again for the workout, we'll be doing it live at 5 o'clock, and we'll be back again on Thursday with some more live workouts as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for coming. See you all soon.